Okay, so welcome to part 4 of this video. If the audio changed, it's because I've been messing around with my microphone settings, so I hope it's not too quiet or too loud. Okay, so last time we ran our simulation and I put the max time to be just under 12 hours of real time. As it turns out, that wasn't quite enough, so I got this error which is a little bit hard to interpret the first time you see it. But if I scroll up here, I eventually see something, foam fatal error, which sounds rather serious. The max clock time reached. So basically, I wanted my volcanic eruption to simulate 1 hour of an eruption. And I said, you've got 12 hours to do this. And as it turned out, that wasn't enough time. So let's just see how far it did get. So I'm going to type tail minus 300 to see the last 300 lines of this log0 file. Okay, so it got aborted because of time. Let's scroll up here. There's a lot of information. Okay, so the time it actually got to was pretty close actually to 1 hour. So I asked it to do 1 hour, so 3,600 seconds, and I got to basically 3,400 seconds. So it probably would have needed an extra hour, and that was all. But okay, well, let's not worry too much about that. The reason it took a lot longer than last time was, well, if you recall, I added more mesh points because I said, well, put 5 mesh points over the vent rather than 4, which we used last time. And also, we made the domain larger than last time as well. We made it taller and wider. We also actually added an extra process, so we ran this one on 5 processes rather than 4, but it would have taken about probably 13 hours to run all the way through, compared to, I think it was about 5 hours last time. Okay, so this is why increasing the size of your domain, adding more cells can greatly increase the runtime. Okay, but I'm actually not too concerned about this. This is basically an hour, so I'm going to say close enough. Let's just continue on as is. And if you recall, the first thing we have to do is we have these folders, processors 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the first thing we have to do is reconstruct basically combine all the results in all those folders into one file. And we do that using the command reconstruct par. And I better just make sure that I'm spelling it correctly. Yep, capital P, that's right. Reconstruct par. So I'm going to let that go. And I think last time it took about 20 minutes. So I'll let you know how long it takes this time. I'm going to pause the recording and then come back. Okay, so that took about 15 minutes or so it was quite quick. As you can see in the folder behind this terminal here, there is a lot of time step files, each 36 seconds apart. So everything seems to be happy. So now we're just going to firstly create the file with all these combined results in, and then open that file. So if you recall, the command for that is touch, and then, well, whatever you want to call the file. So my new case dot open foam, where open starts with a capital O and foam is all capitals. So that should create us a new file, which, well, probably should have appeared somewhere down here. My new case dot open foam, so that seems to have worked. And now we can just open these results using ParaView. So ParaView, my new case dot open foam. And again, sometimes ParaView can take a few minutes to start, but once it does, we can, perhaps in the next video, we can start looking at the results. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.